I think the last one's laying down in the corner. Back right. Back right.
Oh my god!
Good shit.
Well, another year and we've gotten more DLC for Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I've already covered the other operators from this year, and now we're at the end of 2021 going into 2022, and Ubisoft has given us a new defender in Thorn and some more UI and customization options, but we've also had a new COD game and Battlefield 2042 released this year too, so the question is Rainbow Six Siege still one of the best online shooters? Well, yeah, obviously. This new operation gives us Thorn, a 2-speed 2-armor defender who isn't a game-changing operator like Thunderbird or Melusi, but she can come in handy sometimes. Her main gadgets are an explosive device that latches onto walls or floors that have a detection radius that work a bit like a Capcan trap. Attackers who walk through the detection field have a brief period to either shoot or avoid the trap before it blows up in their face and does about 60 HP of damage. Thorn will have 3 of these devices that she can throw onto walls and such, and just like the explosive drones, attackers are notified when they get caught in the detection field of one of Thorn's devices, which thankfully makes IQ a bit more of a popular operator as she can ping where these devices are located. Thorn comes equipped with the UZK-50 GI submachine gun, which is fine, I guess, the M870 shotgun, which again is fine, barbed wire, deployable shield, and either the 1911 pistol or the C75 auto pistol. During my run through though, I wasn't seeing a lot of other players rush to use Thorn, which is normally the case when a new operator comes out. I found her weapons are simply just fine, and nothing overly special, but this is just my personal opinion. We've also got a map rework in the Outback map, which has just changed the layout. We've also got some new customization options where we can now select what our operator cards look like. Now, cards are basically the character select screen icons that come up when you're deciding what operator to play as. You can simply change the background, what costume your operator is wearing, and even the victory pose too. There's also been some quality of life updates to the game, like a drone counter for the defenders. Now, defenders can see how many drones have been destroyed, so they can easily keep count of how many drones are in the prep phase and in rounds. The HUD has also been reworked too, making it a little nice on the eyes, at least for me. We've also had some operator tweaks too. Now, Finka can revive herself when she's down with her stim, but her recoil boost has been removed, and the cooldown for the stim is now 20 seconds. Bulletproof cameras can now rotate the camera and fire a EMP burst to disable opponents' devices. Valkyrie cameras and Maestro's Evil Eye will now lose signal after 10 seconds if placed outdoors, which changes the game when it comes to Valks breaking a window and yeeting a camera outside. Just some small changes really for this season, nothing overly game-breaking in my opinion, like removing dead bodies. This season feels like it's playing it a bit safe. Thorn isn't an operator that can break the game, nor can her gadget really mess up an enemy team. Sure, attackers can take damage from her device, but it gives the enemy team enough time to move or shoot them, or simply just use IQ and ping them. However, I did notice a bit of a bug when it comes to Thorn's gadgets. I was using Ossa at the time and had her bulletproof shield up and was using it as a portable shield. Now, once I saw the device, I tried to block it with the glass shield. I took 60 HP damage and my shield wasn't destroyed, which was a bit interesting. Siege has given us some pretty interesting operators over the year. I've covered all new operators this year and I'll be covering all new operators next year when they release. Flores was a decent attacker with his explosive drones, and even though defenders can hear and get massive alerts when his explosive drones are nearby, I still managed to get some sneaky kills with it. Thunderbird Spear 308 assault rifle in the healing stations was a godsend for planting defenders, and I can't count how many times her devices saved a match. Ossa's shield provided useful and safe openings into a room for attackers, while Thorn's gadgets can help provide a bit of a choke point or cause players to carelessly rush forward to avoid her explosives. If I had to give a best operator for 2021 though, and I've never done this before, it would be Thunderbird. She's got an assault rifle and healing devices, which is perfect for defending nearly any scenario. But if you've never played Rainbow Six Siege, or it's been years since you've played it last, is it worth returning to now? I'd say yeah. The game has changed a bit over the past couple of years. Now, when Siege originally released, it felt like a realistic shooter, and don't worry, it still is, but it sort of feels like it's going down the Overwatch path now, with operators feeling like heroes rather than specialists. Probably started when we got Sam Fisher joining the game, actually. Siege is constantly being tweaked slightly here and there, and every 3 to 4 months we're getting a new operator, but there are some things that Siege did really well, and now that it feels like it's catering to the Pro League series. Operators are constantly getting nerfed, like Melusi. When she originally released, she was my immediate defending main. They changed her weapons and altered her gadget, and now no one really uses her. Removing dead bodies so other players can't hide traps or gadgets inside them is pretty crap in my opinion. See one of my previous videos for that rant. We also used to get new maps, and not 1 but 2 new operators released at once. This year we got 4 operators where previously we would have 8, with generally 1 new defender and attacker per season. It kinda sucks that we're basically getting reworks of maps and 1 new operator, but who knows what next year will bring. But back to my earlier statement about Siege compared to Call of Duty or Battlefield. Well, personally, I think Siege is the best online first-person shooter, and it has been for quite some time now. Siege is a realistic shooter, well, at least when it comes to the likes of Call of Duty and Battlefield. A bullet to the head is an immediate kill, so you can rush into a room carelessly like how players sprint around in COD, but you'll be killed pretty quickly, and once you're dead, you're out for the round. Siege isn't a pick up and play game like Call of Duty or Battlefield. There isn't a war going on, there's not helicopters doing strafing runs or tanks taking pot shots at your locations. Your main focus is your objective, whether that's saving a hostage or defending a bomb, and the 5 other operators on the enemy team. It's definitely hard to learn, but once you've grasped it and you've learned it, each kill feels like a celebration. Now who knows what 2022 has for us when it comes to Rainbow Six Siege. We've got Rainbow Six Extraction coming out in January of next year, and we'll probably have some new operators, reworks, and tweaks. Now next week I will be counting down my top 5 video games of 2022, which some of you who follow me on social media probably already know what I'm going with. Whoa, bitch!